Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy. I am the video channel producer. This is the Culture Study and I'm your host. You can call me PD, and today we are checking out a boy group debut. Man, we are seeing more debuts left and right. They are called OnlyOneOf. OnlyOneOf. People said they have 2 music videos. Wasn't sure which one to watch. So we're gonna check out the Savannah music video and then the K version of Timely. I know that they are related to Luna in a way. Jaden Chung, I think he worked on the creative direction of Luna, started their own label, and OnlyOneOf is like the group under that label. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. Before we start this reaction, remember the best way to support us is to go to patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to reactions and more stuff. We have live stage reactions, J-pop reactions, dance covers, dance practices, etc. So go ahead and check that out. We're also trying to roll out original content as well, so supporting our Patreon is gonna feed into that as well. Anyways, we're just gonna jump right into this. Let's check out this music video. This is your form of therapy. Some pretty wild graphic work. Almost like a hip-hop music video, like a higher music. I feel like a higher music video would have used those kind of graphics. I recognize some of these sets already. I know Unity is shot here. Okay, that did not hit as hard as I thought it was gonna hit. I thought it was gonna be like a boom. Cool double exposure effects with the fire. Whoa, there's some pretty cool transitional work here. Whoa, the editing in this is actually really intricate. Wait, is this the chorus? Whoa, that's so weird. Whoa, the vibe of this is so odd. It's so weird because right now, based on the production of this music video, I would say it reminds me of NCT a lot. It's like a mix of like, I see, honestly, like NCT Dream, like them sort of grown up, mixed with like NCT 127. It's got that edgy boy group vibe, but this song is nothing like that. This song is cool, it's very smooth. It's a great contrast to the music video, actually. It's a very interesting art direction, I really like it.
Nobody knows here. 여기엔 없어 단 둘이만. Baby, we can take my time. Baby, we can stand by my side. Yeah, 같이 적셔 맘대로 취해도 돼. 서로가 필요해 찾고 있어 Savannah. 둘러놓고 You're like a beach from Savannah. Beach from Savannah.
Wow, it's very cool, very clean. I mean, based on this music video, the fashion choices, the fire, the editing, I thought this would be like an edgy, hard-hitting boy group song, but that is not the case. That was actually really good. Surprisingly good. Please don't take this as an insult. It's so good that I'm like worried about the group's future. You know, like take a boy group, Stray Kids. They produce a lot of their own music, and them as a group, they have a very clear-cut directional sound, right? When you listen to a Stray Kids song, even if you haven't heard the new song, kind of know what you're gonna get because they have a very established sound that they produce. Groups that tend to have outside producers and do not produce their own music, the group always tends to experiment a lot, and the only thing that you can rely on in terms of consistency is usually the vocal work. Now, that song was so good. If it was not produced by them, I'm really worried. I'm afraid that they cannot live up to that. I'm afraid that I'm about to watch this Time Leap video. That Time Leap is not going to be anywhere near as good as Savannah or any like future comeback, because unless they produced it themselves, then they have a distinct sound and they have a distinct direction. Unless this is the art direction that Jaden Jung actually took them into, then that's a different story, then that's a managing thing. But I don't know, it almost feels like it's so good, it had to be luck. You know what I mean? There's no way that they were able to pull this off. Like, it's too good. I am actually thoroughly impressed by the art direction of the music video as well, not just the group's music choice. I feel like combining such a very smooth, groovy R&B song with such an intensely, I feel like, hip-hop centric music video is a very bold choice, and it worked out in their favor, and I feel like a lot of it is pulled off in edit. The editor here did a fantastic job of that. But anyways, we'll talk more about it after we get into Time Leap. Title like that, I feel like this is going to be like their more pop centered song, since Savannah was like a cool R&B sound. Let's check it out. Okay, it's light and bouncy. Just so far, we'll see.
I just want to go back.
Ticking percussion sound. Hold on. Okay, the budget on this music video is way less compared to Savannah, so Savannah's obviously the title track. But the editing, they're making it look way more expensive via the editing. Seriously, the art direction of the filmmaking was really good. What is this song? This is so catchy in a not traditionally catchy way. Yeah, if you notice, they're reusing a lot of the same shots. It's a lot of the same set. This, obviously, they used a lot of their budget on the Savannah music video, but they had like one warehouse and they made use of it. This music video, this is such a great prime example of budget filmmaking and making it look really good. It doesn't look cheap in any way. And in fact, they're using some elements of it that might look cheap to their advantage because of the song. Because the song had such a heavy, powerful, nostalgic, like melodical sound to it. Like, it kind of feels like it's sort of meant to look a little bit low budget, so that it looks a little bit homemade. Like, look at the camera work. It's not completely smooth. I'm sure they have a gimbal. They could have had a really steady shot, but there's a little shakiness to it. There's supposed to be a little bit of ambiguity on whether this is like a music video or a homemade video to sort of like make it kind of a little bit romantic. The sort of amateur level of, I mean, it's clearly a professional production, don't get me wrong, but like there's a slight intentional built-in amateurism to it. I don't know how to put this. It's an indie music video, as in like it's indie filmmaking. It's like watching an indie movie that was submitted to a film festival, and it's like this small little gem, but it was shot purposefully to be that kind of quality because they wanted to preserve that romantic nature of what it's like to shoot on that kind of style. Honestly, I'm floored. I'm flabbergasted. I don't even know how to describe what I just heard. Savannah was so good, not just for an idol group in general. I was worried. I'm like, there's no way they can top this. And then Time Leap is on a whole nother level. Oh my God. First of all, I like Time Leap way better than Savannah. I think Time Leap's a better song. I think it's more interesting. I mean, it's like a personal flavor. It's very, very nostalgic, especially that hook, that sort of poppy, melodical hook. A little bit sad, a little bittersweet, but it's a little bit romantic at the same time. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. It's like, I'm a sucker for like that sad, but slightly upbeat tune. I'm always a sucker for that. So I like this a lot more than Savannah. Mind you, I understand why Savannah's the title track. Time Leap, you could never use that as a promotional title track. I don't think it would gain enough traction. I don't think it would find enough momentum for them to chart or promote album sales and whatnot. But even then, Savannah is still such an interesting, bold choice for a title track because it is not a pop song. It is, honestly, both songs, they're like R&B songs. They're very different types of R&B songs, but they're not just any R&B songs. It feels like they took an R&B song from like the indie community. You know, that indie hip hop R&B community? It feels like they took a song from that community, but then gave it to idols, and idols are singing it. Because when you listen to idol group music, and again, this is not a bad thing. There is a level of sound production to it where it does sound like idol music. It's like the K-pop pop formula. You know, it's like you gotta kind of do this, it's gotta be this kind of catchy, it's gotta have the X factor, it's gotta have this kind of hook, and that's what makes it a catchy K-pop song, right? No matter like how different the genres are, how experimental it is, there's always, again, a K-pop nature to it. And it blows my mind that they are a boy group. It feels completely artistic. It feels completely soulful and genuine and raw. And that's why I say it sounds like it was plucked from the indie community. There is a realness to both of these songs that I cannot get over, and it is hitting me to my core. When I tell you that this song moved me, it moved my soul. I don't think I have ever heard a song from an idol group like this. Ever, where it kind of ascends its own genre, too good for their own good. It's setting an unrealistic expectation for them for a debut. Like, what's the first comeback gonna be like if this is the debut, you know? But it's so mindful. It's so beautiful. It's so calm, and it's so thoughtful. While watching Savannah, I was like, okay, when's the drop gonna come? It's probably gonna be like some crazy twist, and there's gonna be like a EDM banger at the end. But no, it was this calm, cool, groovy R&B song. And listen, I don't like R&B songs. I largely do not like R&B songs, and I don't like R&B songs not because I hate R&B. I feel like most of how R&B is done, I'm just not a fan of that kind of R&B. But there is some R&B I like, and this one, this is like the pinnacle. This is the epitome of what I love about R&B, where it's just barely pop enough. You know, there's just a hint of that pop melody that just keeps me entertained enough to really appreciate these vocals. And the vocals are so beautiful. The harmonization is so beautiful. The rapping is good, but you know, we don't know the full extent of their rapping abilities because obviously the songs are a lot slower paced. You know, again, it also feels like a rap feature for like an indie hip hop artist. This Jaden Jung guy, I don't know like what capacity of Luna they were necessarily involved with, whether it was the creative direction or the conceptual department or the music direction, art direction, whatever it is. This Jaden Jung guy clearly knows what they're doing. And it blows my mind how good this is. Like, it blows my mind that someone could put out a song like this. This is so good. I'm gonna break my one sacred cardinal rule that I almost never break. I don't know if I've ever broken it. Even for my favorite groups, don't jump onto a group when they debut. Always wait for the first and second comeback, because the debut, even if it's good, it could have been a fluke, and you gotta see if they can top themselves, if they can evolve, if they can do better, if they can be better. Even my favorite groups, 17, Fromus 9, I waited comebacks to fully become a fan and fully dedicate myself, right? To fully say, yes, I love this music. Even with groups that I really like now, like SF9, I really, really like SF9. Even SF9, I was like, nope, gotta wait a few comebacks. Gotta wait a few comebacks to see if, But this is so good. From this debut, I have to say that I am totally in love with their music. I am totally a fan. And my God, if they have an album, I am checking it out. I don't know if they're gonna succeed. I don't know how well they're gonna do, but I think this is one of the most amazing songs I've heard in a really long time. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of the Culture Study. I hope you learned something today. Let me know what you thought about the song and the music video in the comments down below. What did you guys think of their debut? Also, if you would like to support us, remember, go to patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to reaction videos, you get live stage reactions, you get J-pop reactions, and all sorts of good stuff. But supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you want, you can just go ahead and click like down below. It's a free way to support us, or you can go ahead and click subscribe, be notified when we upload a new video by hitting the notification bell, and binge all our other videos over here, and friggin' go check out more of OnlyOneOf.